Hey guys, Nikayla from Dynamic Nutrition here again. So it is now about a week since I started doing keto, so second episode. For those of you that have been keeping an eye out on our Facebook and Instagram, you would have seen the update that we put up a couple days ago. So it was about 3 days into the keto plan that I did one of the sticks and came back that I was in ketosis, so it was good. It was only low levels, but it had only been 3 days, so that was real good because it can take a couple of weeks before you show up in ketosis, so we're all quite happy with that. One thing I want to address quickly is I had a couple of people asking how I got into ketosis so quickly. Like I said, for some people it can take quite a while. It really depends on the person. So I've obviously been there before, so the body kind of knows that it can get there. The last time I did keto, I think it was about the same time, to be honest, how long it took me to get in. But the biggest thing if you're trying to speed up how fast you get into ketosis as well, is your training intensity and your expenditure too. So with us, we train really hard anyway. It's what we do every time we go into the gym, but that was a big focus for me, was making sure that I was pushing as hard as possible. That's going to help to burn through the glycogen a lot faster and get out of your muscles as well, and bring down and manage your blood sugar levels too. So obviously that's really big for keto, considering we're trying to rely just off the fats to start using them as the fuel source as well. Also, in regards to the training, a lot of people think that when you start doing keto that your weights drop down, your strength decreases, all that sort of stuff. Initially it can happen a little bit, but it's being stubborn. If you ask Brendan how our trains have gone the last week, I probably noticed it a little bit more than the first time I did keto, to be honest with you. But again, I was still stubborn as, and when we go in and do our trains, we do what we tell you guys to do as well in terms of your weights. So it's meant to be going up every time with like 2.5 kilos on your barbell bench presses and all that sort of stuff. And so this time, a couple of my exercises, I just maintained what I'd done the week before, so I didn't go back in strength at all, but it was hard. It was a bit of a grind. So just pushing really hard and not making it easier on yourself. And like I said to you guys last time too, it can sometimes be buying into it a little bit, of the whole idea of how you're meant to feel on keto. I felt great while we're on that topic. Energies felt real good, real clear. Like I said to you, I was doing the fatty coffee, so I've still been doing that most mornings. Other mornings, training days, I've been doing 2 eggs and bacon with some coconut oil, just to get some good fats in there before going and training. But yeah, so that's helped heaps. The coffee's helped heaps with the energy levels and stuff like that. And I just genuinely feel better. Like I said to you before, I started the keto when we were on holiday. I was eating some atrocious food. At times I probably shouldn't have been. And you feel like shit afterwards. Yes, it's the instant feeling of that you get on your taste buds of the sugar, which is, everyone enjoys that. But man, I felt so bad after eating those foods, and the amount of those foods that you can just keep eating with the carbs. You don't get that shut off point, well, I don't anyway, like you do with the fats. You end up you can feel full with fats, but it's just in a different way. Brendan and I were talking about it the other night on a non-training night, and we had a little bit extra food, but it was all fats. There's no carbs in there, and you can eat and eat and eat and eat, and you feel full, but it's a satisfied feeling that you get. You don't fucking curl over and feel like you're going to die like you do with the sugar. So that's been real good. I've been enjoying that. The other thing too with your if you're trying to get into keto faster, you can do fasted trainings in the morning or fasted cardio for the first 3 to 4 days, and that can help. Again, it's just burning out the glycogen. So whatever you can do to help that is good, and also keeping your water intake really high. we see a lot of clients that will send sticks through and they'll be like real dark purple. Generally, that's not drinking enough water, and so ideally we want to bring that back a little bit because you have got the risk of ketoacidosis, so going too far into keto with too high fats and that sort of thing too. So keeping the water helps you to flush everything out and keeps the system real healthy, which is obviously what we're all about. The next thing that I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about was, maybe out of pure interest for you guys, is what I actually take in terms of supplements. Also, a side note to that too, we get a lot of people at the moment who are inquiring and saying, like, I'm training 6 or 7 days a week, I'm eating this food, like, why am I not getting results? We only train 4 days a week, whether we're training for a competition or at the moment we're only training 4 days a week as well. You really don't need to train more than that. So if you're trying to burn fat and put on muscle, ideally 4 days is enough. We need those days for recovery. They're really important. They're more important than the days when you go on and actually train. It's when your body recovers. It's when your muscles grow. That's important time. The other thing with the excess training and excess cardio as well is your body gets under stress. Okay, so I was actually just talking to a client about this yesterday. Getting ready for a show, weights get stuck. So what do? We increase cardio, pull food back. What do you think happens to your body when you do that? It goes into stress. That's exactly what happens. It goes into survival mode, basically. So that's the best way to put it. You put less food in, it starts to wonder when you're going to feed it again, so it starts to store a lot of what you're putting in. So instead of burning through it, which you want it to do, and then you're training more, which is putting more stress on the system again, so you end up just coming to a halt completely. With this particular client, I said too that when you get to that point, as crazy as it sounds and as nuts as it sounds when you're so close to doing a show and stuff like that as well, we had to do it with our last show. Pull the cardio back, pull the training back, and put food up for a day or two, and your body fat will start to drop again because it doesn't feel like it's under attack anymore. It gets it's hard to get your head around that will work, but honestly, just try it and see what happens. Put your food up a little bit, and it can be what takes the stress and the load off the system, and it goes, okay, cool, I'm going to listen to you now for a little bit longer. You can push through a little bit further, put your cardio back up, and then you might have to do another little refeed day like that, and then it brings that back. With the really low food too, your metabolism will slow down, and we talk to people about that all the time. That's why we try and eat every 3 hours or so, keep the metabolism running really efficiently, and you're going to keep burning fat. Alright, so anyway, that was just a side point. I'm getting distracted. But yeah, so I thought I'd show you what I take in terms of supplements. Obviously there's protein powder, which I haven't got out, but yeah, I talk about that a lot, of the flavours and changing that up all the time. But yeah, just a standard whey protein. Okay, so first one, we've got a few. First one we've got is Super Omega EPA. So this is your fish oil. These are just our basic foundation supplements that we do for all of our clients. So they're real good, just general health supplements. Obviously with the type of training that we do as well, they're really good for joint health, and when you're lifting really heavy weights, like we do as well for hypertrophy, for building muscle, the fish oil is real important to help lube the joints up and keep your joints real healthy, because that's important. And also it's really good for brain function as well. So the DHA in the omegas, hence why we take the type that we do and why we recommend the supplements we do to our clients as well, because there's no point taking a brand from the supermarket where it says that it's full of omegas, DHA and EPA and stuff, and then it's actually got hardly any in it. But yeah, our stuff's really good quality, it's really important. The next one is magnesium citrate. So there are all different types of magnesium that you can get. The worst one you'll probably be able to find on the shelf, which is the most common, unfortunately, in pharmacies and supermarket, is magnesium oxide. Your body doesn't absorb the magnesium very well, so hence why we go with the citrate. Magnesium, it is a wonder. It's a wonder supplement. It's amazing for heaps of different things. One key thing that we use it for is before you go to bed, it helps with sleep and all that sort of thing, calming the system down. And what else have I got? Next one. Okay, so liver care. I take this for my liver and detoxification. Obviously, being a female as well, you hold a lot of estrogen and that sort of thing in your legs. Some of you will probably know that your legs is a lot to do with estrogen, liver detoxification, so hence this bad boy. We support everything in our body. There's not probably one supplement we don't take to support something. But yeah, so this is just another good health supplement. Next one. People that know me will understand why I take this. Super cortisol support. So I'm quite a wiry run person all the time. But as we talked about before too, cortisol or stress, so when you've got your food real low and your cardio's up real high, this stuff's real important. It doesn't matter whether you're stressed in your relationship or at work, or whether you're stressed by not eating enough food or doing too much exercise. One Brendan likes to use is road rage. Your body deals with it all in the same way, and cortisol will put a halt on everything that you do. Absolutely everything. It doesn't matter what else you're doing right. You could be doing everything else right, but if your body is stressed, it will not go anywhere. So that's why I take this, because I'm a little bit that way inclined. And it works real well with magnesium as well. So we stagger that throughout the day. One in the morning, middle of the day, and then a couple before bed as well. So just to help balance and keep me at bay. Alright, next one. So, zinc. Zinc's the next one. I take this before bed, so that also helps with sleep and all that sort of stuff as well. Just a side note to that too. Zinc is the leading cause of not being able to get pregnant as well. So that's for male and female. It's a real big cause. Zinc deficiency is a really big cause of infertility in men and women, especially in like the mobility of sperm in men. A real random side point for you, but supplementing in zinc is important for everybody, but even just having one capsule a day, so 30 mgs, for male and female, if you're trying to conceive as well, it goes a real long way. Also for women, once you get over the age of 40, your chance of being able to conceive decreases by 50%. This helps slow down the aging of your eggs, so it's that's real good too. It's good for general health, but also for that, so that's brilliant. Vitamin D. So we don't get enough time in the sun. As you can see, I'm inside and it's a sunny day, but I'll spend probably 99% of my day in here today doing plans and stuff. So that's real good. That helps heaps with your bones and all that sort of stuff as well. So just another good health supplement. Next one, glutamine. So glutamine we take 3-4 times a day. Glutamine's real good for your recovery, so muscle recovery, and also it helps avoid muscle breakdown as well, muscle tissue breakdown. Ideally, we don't want that happening, so we take those sorts of supplements to help with that as well. This seems like a lot of stuff, but honestly it's nothing, and especially compared to what Brendan always takes lots of supplements as well to help with all his systems, but at the moment I pulled everything back. It's good to give your body a break from some of the vitamins and minerals as well, because for an expense side of things too, so I just cut it right down to the basics at the moment. This is basic stack for me, so it just keeps my body really healthy and happy, and being a female too, that's quite important to me as well, so yeah. Then we've got acetyl-L-carnitine, which is good. We take this before cardio, training, all that sort of stuff. It's really good to help with natural fat burning, tapping into those fat stores while we're training, which is awesome. And also it helps with focus and mental clarity and all that sort of stuff too, which is great when you're trying to do heavy sets in the gym, or even just getting up and doing a couple hours of work. And then the last one, which most of you guys should be taking on your plans, is the Pure Green supplement. So we take this as well. A lot of people comment on the taste of this. Honestly, if you knew what good it did to you, you would take it, because it's real good. We take heap teaspoons of this every day. In the morning, at night, in our protein shakes. But it's just another good health supplement. So that's kind of most of the stuff that I'm taking at the moment. I managed to talk for quite a while about all that stuff. But the key with that is it's just looking after your body. People may look at us sometimes and think that we're just meatheads that go and train in the gym, eat chicken and rice and train really hard, and that's it. But it's not. It comes down to so much more than that. to get our bodies into the shape that we need to be good and competitive and win our shows, we have to know the body really well. We have to be able to know what to do when the body is stressed out and not be ignorant to that and go, okay, let's just train harder and let's just do more cardio and eat less food, like we were just talking about. It's going, okay, what is the body trying to tell us here? Something's going on. And you have to trust your instincts sometimes. But yeah, so that's how, like we obviously get ourselves into the shape that we do, and that's also how we apply it back to all of our clients as well. It is very similar to what we have to do with ourselves, to what we have to do to get you guys healthy as well. That stuff's very important for us right the way through. We get a lot of people come and do shows, or even are just trying to lose weight and are really frustrated with the fact that they haven't lost it as fast as they thought they could. And you get the whole, I'll do whatever it takes speech. And it's like, okay, that's good. We're glad you're committed and, we'll do everything we can to get you there. But we will not sacrifice your health in order to get you there. There are lots of trainers and stuff out there that will, and coaches that will do literally whatever it takes. But yeah, we're going to make sure that you're healthy and happy the whole way through. And that's going to mean you're going to do it for the rest of your life, not just a 12-week fix. It's going to help you lose weight and then put it all back on and some once summer's over. But yeah, so it's kind of my little spiel for today. But yeah, so I'm going to keep going. I will touch base with you guys next week and let you know how everything's going then, and I'll have something else fun to tell you about. If you guys have any other questions or anything like that, then please do let me know, and like I said, I'll answer them to you guys straight away, and then I'll address them in the video so everyone else hears about them as well. But yeah, okay, alright, have a good day, see ya.